All right, I'm back in looking at the swarm colony that swarmed and was balling the queen, and look at that. There's the other virgin. I decided to spend a little bit more time this morning and take a look, and there she is. Here's the one that I found being balled at the bottom and marked. So this queen's here, and then over here, no, I guess it's inside the colony. Set that queen down there so I know where no, actually I'm going to put her over here. I'll just go ahead and move that queen. I don't know if she's been flying yet. So she's over there now. And on this frame here, is it this one? Ah, here we go. This is the frame. Sorry, just losing track of myself. There is where the second queen hatched out. So I had a 2-queen system. They decided to split, and then the original virgin, I'm guessing, is the one that flew out and landed on that cherry tree, and then I'm guessing then flew back. So how fun is that? Okay, so just to recap, this is the colony that threw a very odd swarm that I first thought was a mating swarm, but then later determined was a swarm where they had basically accepted the virgin I gave them, or the queen cell I gave them, who hatched out, but then decided to throw her as an actual swarm and raise their own secondary daughter. So basically they wanted to split. But when she came back, they weren't too pleased with that and started balling her. And that's the point. I found her and caged her. The next day, so that was Saturday. The next day on Sunday, I came in and did a little more thorough inspection, and that's when I found the just opened queen cell and the very young virgin. So that was Sunday. Now it's Thursday, and curiosity is getting the best of me. I really shouldn't be opening this, but here we go. Let's see what we see in here. The virgin I found that had just hatched is over here in this green box there. And let's see what happened with the one we marked. Okay, so we've got the cage here that's emptied, opened up. And we'll take this frame out because it probably doesn't have much going on. Oh, look at that. They're already drawing that. That's nice. Don't see that marked queen on there, so we'll put that aside. I'll pry this open a little bit. Drawing that out. Looks like they've got that cleaned out in the middle. If you see here, there's a band of nectar, and then this area they've got open. So that makes me think they still have a queen. That's a good sign. I can't imagine they wouldn't accept that virgin queen that I marked, because I had removed the only other queen in the colony, and at that point they had completely hopelessly queenless. Haha. So the locust is blooming. Look at all those trembling bees doing their little dances, saying, "Oh, there's so much good stuff." I don't see anything in there. Let's turn. Oh, look at that. There's the queen. She is mated now. Haha. I accepted her. She went out and mated, and you can tell she just recently mated. See how frantic she is. A mature mated queen would never run like that. And look at that. I can barely see some eggs. You would never see that in the video. But all right, we're going to put her back in. We don't want to mess with the freshly mated queen any more than we already have. And that's pretty cool. Well, always fun to see what the bees are up to and try to understand what's going on in their little heads, but I've got a grasp of what happened. And now we have a mated queen, so we're going to go from virgin means a vertical break. I'm not going to go in that one that had the freshly hatched virgins. She shouldn't have mated yet, but there we go. That's pretty great. All right, well, thanks for joining me in on this little adventure, and you have a great one and enjoy your bees.